First of all, hi. Thank you so much for sparing us among your busy schedule. My first question is about your name actually, because most of the time people call you by your last name or George. Can you pronounce your full name for us, please?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the invitation for this interview. Yeah, of course, this is one Hungarian name. I born in Hungary, so it's actually György. I choose to take more the English version because it's difficult to say it. So I give it up in Germany when I live there, so I get George.
We find your name very unique, but is it okay if I call you George?
Yeah, I think it's easier for everyone.
Yes. It's your first season in Turkey. What made you decide to come here?
I mean, I played in many countries. I win in many countries the titles. Many years also was asking me the Turkish club to come to play here. So, but my way went in the different way. So, and I think was right now the time to come to Turkey. And my goals was to win also something, or for the club or for the country. And this is always my goals. We are, I think, in the good way.
Mm-hmm. And we are also very happy to have you in our country.
Thank you.
You have scored more than 30 points many times this season. At the age of 40, how do you stay in shape and keep your performance at this level?
I have the really big luck that I have a good genetic, but it's also a hard work. Like I going also many times in my free days in the fitness to make extra exercises what need most of times in the volleyball, the shoulder, the knees. I have a luck, 7 years. I have a girlfriend who is kicking my ass to eat good, to live a little bit more healthy like before. So I learned a lot, and of course I love the sport. I am fanat. I love to play, and I think also this helps to stay in the top. And I will try to continue until really I don't make a shame on my name.
You have worked with many coaches and star players like yourself. Who were the names that impressed you most with their work or their game?
For me, will stay forever number one like coach is Telian Moculescu. He was one German-Romanian coach who I get in Friedrichshafen and in the national team in the beginning. He teach me almost everything. I had the luck to have Vital Heinen also like a coach in the national team. I had really good relationship with him and I learned a lot from him. Many coaches, Raul Lozano, almost from every coach I learned something. So I took it always like one big puzzle and I always put it or one piece or 5 pieces, depend on the coach. But I believe that you can learn always from every kind of coaches. Big players, I started to play in Russia actually when they win 2012 the Olympic. I go to Belgrade and there was like 4 or 5 Russian players. Also the foreigners come there, Dragan Travica who was a Italian setter. So like in private and in the life, I had really luck to have also volleyball and also private friends who bring me until the top, like where I am now.
You have medals from big tournaments like Champions League, Club World Championship and European Championship. How do you keep your desire to win and are you still hungry for more?
Of course, this feeling to win something, I think if you are a real sportler, it's never enough. If you feel inside you that still there is the possibilities, then you are even more hungry that you get older. It's in my opinion, and I am still hungry. I'm getting more and more hungry day by day or game by game to have this chance again to put in my neck the medal, and this is for me the most important.
What are your favorite activities in Izmir and who do you spend most of your time with?
Because we don't have so much time, like we are really, before the Olympic is always crazy, the schedule in the league, so they press everything together and we are traveling a lot. So I think the most of times I am staying with the team if we are traveling or in the practice, but like private, I take the most of times with my dog. Bacardi is his name. So we are walking a lot in Izmir because it's always beautiful weather. It's the sea is there, the park is there. Izmir have a really many nice spots and really nice people, really kind and nice and gently. And I also had situation I was sitting in the coffee alone and one guy just come there and he started to talk with me. Actually he playing in volleyball also, just not in Izmir. He sit down, he invited me for coffee and we was talking, so it was really nice and nice experience. I really feel good in Izmir and enjoying the moment there.
What would you say about Efe as a player and as a person?
I must be honest, he should hear this. For me, he can be one of the best players in the future in the volleyball history. He have an amazing mentality. He is a really, really good guy. Sometimes too much good. In this, he need to work a little bit. Like a player, after these 2 injuries what he had, I just see now how he is growing week by week, day by day. He needs still, I think, next season like a time to reach his maximum. It's the pleasure to play with him and enjoying every practice and every game with him, because I think we are one of the 2 leaders also in the team and he's pretty young. He's doing really a great job, like I said, after the injury, after didn't play so much. He's a huge talent and I hope in the future for him the best. And I tell to you, if he get a great experience also outside maybe of Turkey, I tell to you, he can be the best outside spiker in the world.
Let's talk about your daughter too. Lena is one of the rising stars of volleyball. It seems like your other daughter is also following in her sister's footsteps. You must be proud of her and them. What do you think her future will be like?
I mean, I am really, really proud of both of them. I never pushed them to the volleyball. Like, actually, the older one played even 2 years football, soccer, so she was in professional club. I was always telling, do what your heart is saying, what you love, do it 100%, and then it's fine, everything. And then one day they come to St. Petersburg and they saw me to play again, and she turned back to the volleyball. She's doing a great job. I mean, she have a big pressure with the name, even that she's girl and not man. She's really, even with the age what she have now, 16, but this started already with 14. She was much more forward in the mind and in physically like man ever was that time. So, but I was always telling to him, for me it's more important how is your mentality on the court and which way you want take. If you want to be one high-nose player, like really like you just give on your ego, or you are the team player. This was for me the first that it's important that she decide. And I think she's doing great job. Like also now in the first division in Germany, she signed her first contract. She get MVP already one time in the first division. So this is like the small steps to get really there where she won't go. Her dreams is, of course, to play one day in Italy, to go to the Olympic, to be a leader in the national team. And of course, this started to feel also the small one, where we was in the beginning thinking like she will never touch some sport because she didn't like it, the ball and like this. But the last 4 years or 3 years, she gets so fanat in the volleyball. I think over the sister and over me, and like to see this world. So she started, and of course she have also the talent. It's interesting because both they are different from technically and from type. My dream is, I hope, but this is not like kind of pressure, but to see them one day to play together in the national team would be amazing for me. I think they are both different, they will go different way. I wish them just the best, and I am always there for them to help.
We can hear how proud you are from your voice.
Yeah, this for sure.
Based on your experiences from all these years, which one is more important, working hard or being talented?
No, working hard, absolutely. I meet so many talented players, but if you are not working, it's impossible almost to catch. There is maybe 1-2 players in the world who can do it, but I believe also that this guy is working, and for me was also always this was the most important. I had also talent and physically good things, but I think if I would not work every time so hard what I did and would let on the side, maybe other people would say for them it's more important, like they are saying like, okay, I am not with my kids together and like this, but we grew up like this, like family, and a couple of years ago told my kids that now they are understanding why I am doing this, because they get the same feelings like me. And of course will be forever the number one for me, the kids, but volleyball is something what it's incredible for me, and it's hard decision, but I try to balance always. It's part of my life since I am 8-year-old.
I can see that you're a family person. How does it feel to live away from them? Can we say it's one of the challenging aspects of being an athlete?
I think it's the hardest challenge in my life. I went through many challenges, like I am coming from pure family. My mother needed to work 2 jobs for me and my brother, so I have many stories what was challenging me also in the life when I was young, but to stay away from the kids is every time like you cannot get used to. You need to accept somehow and then try to take the time really when you have 5 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 days, just to take really the hours together. And this is, I think, the most important. Now there was visiting also Izmir for 5 days, was for us was amazing. But like I say, like year by year it's harder because the kids getting also the same program like me. They are playing national team, they are playing in the league. So there is not so much time. But slowly I think I will really finish with the national team. So maybe in the summer I will have more time and I will try to spend the time with them or where they are traveling.
If we ask you to create a dream team with the players you've played with so far, who will be in it? A squad of 6 and a libero.
Oh, this is the hard question because I played with really many good players. I would take for sure number 1 outside spiker forever will be for me Sergei Tityukin from Russia, from the national team. In the middle I would put also one Russian who I was enjoying because he made my life easier with any kind of element, is Muzersky. Dmitry Muzersky. In the setter position, this is one of the hardest, like I let for later. Another outside spiker, what I was really enjoying and directly comes is Steven Marr, Canadian. Outside, I played with him in Monza. Was amazing personality, and he have a huge future, I think, still for front of himself. And middle, I would pick right now from the club like Galassi from Italy. So middles I have 2, outside I have, opposite we have, if I am in the team. Setter, it's between 2 setters I would choose, like for me was Dragan Travica and Lukas Kampa. I cannot make the decision between them. We had a great time together, we win a lot of things and we are not finished with this journal. Libero, I had one German, he was a huge talent and he was really good. Libero was Markus Steuerwald. I would put him from that time. He was really good libero. I think I have all, no?
Yes, I think you do. Okay, thank you. So you managed to get through the Olympic qualification pool that had Italy and Brazil in it. How does it feel? As one of the experienced players in the team, what do you think were the factors contributing to this success?
To beat Brazil in Brazil, in front of their crowd, it's always something special. They are the number 1 team with Italy in the history, with Brazil, with Russia, with many other teams. And Germany is one team, but it's always better like medium. But we have also our problems. Now also 2 Olympics, we didn't qualify. Anyway, for European teams, I think it's much harder to qualify because we have many good similar teams in the ranking. In Brazil, we had something, I think the guys also grow to the right moment mentally to make something big like this. We had, before Brazil, we had a very good preparation. I think Winiarski, with his experience like a great player and coach, like who is growing. I don't say that he's the best coach ever, but what he did in this summer, he understood the players, the different kind of players, when he need to push them in the practice, when he can relax a little bit. So this all combination, the preparation before. In Brazil, we was 7 days in the camp from Brazil. This was amazing, the atmosphere. We was alone, we was on the sea. We played some games together until 11, 12 o'clock in the night. We went to practice, we give maximum. And then started just, and we just take the wave. Like we started from beginning very strong, and like of course after the Brazil game, what was Italy the next was not even 24 hours. Like I mean, okay, I still have power and like this, but it's hard to recover in so short time. But we did because we wanted. We feel it that we are one group. We can do it. So we went step by step, Iran, Cuba, big names, and then we started to feel that we can do it. And then we win against Brazil was just exploded by us. And we had the cool atmosphere, really. Like we had the players who was quiet and smart, and we had white players, we had experienced players. I was just enjoying this moment.
In our interview with György Grozer'in, we talked about you as well. What would you like to say about him? Did you get to meet him during the season yet?
Yeah, with Jan we had a great season in Monza. We played really good. We know each other really long because actually he was together with my sister many years, but they broke up. We know each other really, really long. He's a great person. He's really have a big heart. Such a good guy. If he can help, he help immediately. Like a volleyball player, he's a smart setter. He's doing a great job. I think he's growing still. In Monza already, I could see that before in the national team, he was not there where he was in Monza when he arrived. He played a great season, and I think he's growing year by year. So I think he's doing a great season also in Galatasaray. We meet in the season how many times we could. When I was here, we played here in Galatasaray, he was sick, so we couldn't talk so much. When he came to us, I was sick actually, so we couldn't drink the coffee, but we are talking by phone, and of course when we have the possibilities we meet, and we are talking about, most of times about family and volleyball.
This was it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For coming.
I enjoyed the interview. It was good questions.
We also enjoyed your answers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hallo Lerner, schön dich hier zu haben. Schön, dass du die Zeit genommen hast für uns.
Natürlich, freut mich auch.
Ich fange dann direkt an mit der ersten Frage. Bist du bereit?
Ja.
Super. Bist du der Meinung, dass die Karriere als Volleyballspielerin Teil deines Schicksals war? Und ist das alles vorbestimmt gewesen, dadurch, dass dein Vater auch Volleyballspieler ist? Oder hattest du noch andere Wünsche oder?
Ja, also daher, dass ich schon seitdem ich ein Baby bin mit dem Volleyball aufgewachsen bin und auch schon immer in der Halle war, wurde mir das natürlich zu Füßen gelegt, dieser Sport und diese Leidenschaft. Ich hatte auch schon mal andere Ideen. Ich habe auch mal mit dem Volleyball aufgehört und habe Fußball gespielt und so. Also ich musste jetzt nicht Volleyball spielen, aber dann am Ende habe ich mich doch für den Volleyball entschieden und das war, ja, das ist ganz gut, wie es ist.
Und wie würdest du, wenn wir schon dabei sind, die Beziehung zu deinem Vater beschreiben? War er der Hauptgrund für die Entscheidung deiner Karriere?
Ja, also die Beziehung mit meinem Papa ist sehr gut. Wir haben täglichen Kontakt und tauschen uns aus, ob das Thema Volleyball ist oder auch private Sachen. Und ja, die Entscheidung, er hat mir immer freigelassen, was ich mache. Eben einfach nur wichtig, dass ich Volleyball-Sport mache. Und ja, daher, dass er mir den Weg gezeigt hat, wollte ich ihm am Ende auch gehen. Und hoffentlich werde ich ihn auch gehen.
Von außen betrachtet scheint er auch eine große Unterstützung zu sein. Das sehen wir immer so auf Social Media.
Ja.
Und hast du auch mal die Gelegenheit, seine Spiele zu verfolgen oder verfolgst du die Spiele regelmäßig?
Also jetzt, wo er in Türkei spielt, ist es ein bisschen schwieriger, die Spiele sich anzuschauen. Als er davor in Italien gespielt hat, habe ich mir auch ab und zu mal ein Spiel angeschaut. Aber es ist ein bisschen schwierig, wenn ich auch am Wochenende Spiele hat und er auch, dann und noch plus den Zeitunterschied ist ja ein bisschen schwierig jetzt gerade.
Ja, du warst auch vor kurzem in Izmir, haben wir gesehen.
Ja.
Wie fandest du die Stadt?
Richtig schön. Also Papa wohnt auch, ich glaube, 5 Minuten zu Fuß vom Meer entfernt. Also richtig schön, ja.
Und kannst du dir vorstellen, irgendwann mal in der Türkei zu spielen?
Ich würde es nicht ausschließen, also warum nicht? Ja.
Das ist eine gute Antwort. Okay, jetzt kommen wir mal ein bisschen zu deiner Karriere. Du warst du bist im Nachwuchskader der Nationalmannschaft und hast dich auch mit deiner Leistung bemerkbar gemacht. Ihr habt auch in der Europameisterschaft den 3. Platz bekommen. Wie fandest du das Turnier rückblickend und wie würdest du die Zeit beschreiben?
Also, als wir bei der EM Dritter geworden sind, war es auf jeden Fall natürlich eine krasse Erfahrung, ein krasses Erlebnis. Ich glaube, wir sind als Team im Turnier nochmal zusammengeschweißt worden und sind nochmal als Team gewachsen. Und es war einfach ein richtig gutes Turnier, würde ich sagen.
Letztes Jahr warst du die jüngste Spielerin in der Nationalmannschaft und ist da die Atmosphäre anders? Wie würdest du das beschreiben?
Ja, also natürlich ist man da die Jüngste. Ich wurde aber zum Glück sehr gut vom Team aufgenommen und vom Staff und alles Mögliche. Also ich habe mich da super gut gefühlt. Und ja, natürlich ist es irgendwo anders, weil im Jugendbereich bin ich eher der Leader und so. Ja, auch jetzt zum Beispiel in der Nachwuchs bin ich Kapitänin und so. Und das ist natürlich dann in der A-Nationalmannschaft bin ich ja dann der Küken und es ist alles komplett andersrum. Also.
Und die Erfahrung, die du bei der A-Mannschaft machst, überträgst du sie dann in die Nachwuchsmannschaft? Da bist du ja Kapitänin.
Ja, ich versuche es auf jeden Fall. Auch die Sachen, die ich hier in Schwerin gelernt bekomme oder die mir zeigen, versuche ich natürlich auch in der jungen Nationalmannschaft irgendwie als Hilfe zu zeigen oder ja.
Wie ist die Beziehung zu dem Nationaltrainer? Hatte er spezifische Vorschläge für dich oder zu deinem Spielverhalten?
Ja, also den Nationaltrainer kenne ich ja schon ein bisschen länger, weil er auch mal den Trainer von meinem Papa war. Daher kannten wir uns schon so ein bisschen. Aber ich würde sagen, wir haben ein ganz normales Trainer-Spieler-Verhältnis und er hat mich erstmal, ich denke, er wollte erstmal schauen, wie ich als Mensch bin und als Spieler und hat mich dann erstmal spielen lassen einfach.
Was sind deine Ziele für die Zukunft bezüglich der Nationalmannschaft?
Ja, also mein größter Traum ist auf jeden Fall zur Olympia zu gehen und ich glaube, das ist auch von sehr vielen Sportlern das Ziel und der Traum und ich würde sagen, dann noch als Team wachsen und alles Mögliche dann zu gewinnen, was man gewinnen kann.
In kritischen Spielmomenten kurz vorm Satzende wird dir der Ball zugespielt. Wie gehst du mit dieser Verantwortung um?
Jedes Mal, wenn ich auf dem Feld bin, werde ich versuchen, mein Bestes zu geben. Und ich mag's oder ich nehme auch sehr gerne die Verantwortung auf mich. Vor allem auch, man kann das sehr gut in der Nationalmannschaft. Da bin ich auch die Person, die möchte den Ball bei so einen wichtigen Momenten, dass ich den Ball kriege, weil ich einfach weiß, dass ich die Verantwortung auf mich nehmen möchte. Und jetzt auf der ersten Liga bezogen, ja, ich versuche einfach das Beste draus zu machen und wenn es ein Punkt ist, dann ist gut. Und ja, ich nehme das auf jeden Fall positiv und nicht negativ.
Was war der ausschlaggebende Punkt, dass du dich für Schwerin entschieden hast?
Ich denke, Schwerin hat so alles gegeben, wonach ich gesucht habe. Drumherum, aber auch im Team. Das Team war super familiär schon von Anfang an. Ich habe es gemerkt, wie die Stimmung, wie die Atmosphäre dort ist. Und einfach drumherum, was Schule, Internat und das alles angeht, das hat einfach am besten gepasst.
Vor kurzem hattest du deine erste MVP-Ehrung. Wie hat sich das angefühlt, mit 16 so eine Ehrung zu bekommen?
Ja, es war auf jeden Fall ein unbeschreibliches Gefühl, würde ich sagen. Auch den ganzen Spielraum war ich mal jetzt in der ersten Liga, so das erste Spiel, wo ich recht vom Anfang bis zum Ende drin war. Und ich habe, wie gesagt, mein Bestes gegeben und dann am Ende nochmal so belohnt zu werden, ist natürlich was Schönes.
Du hattest einen Positionswechsel. Was genau war der Grund dafür und bist du mit deiner aktuellen Position zufrieden?
Also bei der EM, bei der Jugend-EM, wo wir Dritter geworden sind, war ich noch diagonal. Aber das war nur bei der Nationalmannschaft. Also in den ganzen Vereinen war ich immer außen. Letztes Jahr wurde ich dann auch außen, auch bei der Nationalmannschaft, weil einfach ich auch außen sein wollte, Step by Step verbessert hat und das dann auch möglich war.
So, jetzt kommen wir zu den bisschen trickigeren Fragen. Wer sind deine Vorbilder und warum?
Also mein Papa ist das größte Vorbild, glaube ich, für mich. Er ist auf dem Spielfeld, finde ich, hat eine super Energie und zeigt auch, dass er der Leader ist und führt mit Emotionen das Team. Das finde ich einfach auch bewegend und auch bemerkenswert, wie er das macht und auch, dass er immer von etwas, auch wenn es negativ ist, wenn er selber vielleicht nicht gut spielt, dass er trotzdem versucht, das Team hochzuhalten mit irgendeiner Stärke, die er hat, ob es dann Emotionen sind oder eine Technik oder so. Und das finde ich schon immer wirklich sehr krass bei ihm und ja, er war schon immer und ist für mich immer das Vorbild.
Cool, da haben wir sogar eine passende Frage zu, weil kannst du dir vielleicht mal angucken, wenn du magst?
What I would ask from her, like, You can ask actually like what she's thinking about her father, honestly. Because I never hear this question, like I would be interested.
Er ist für mich ein super wichtiger Mensch in meinem Leben. Er unterstützt mich in allen Dingen, die ich mache. Und das schätze ich sehr an ihm, dass ich immer zu ihm gehen kann, wenn etwas ist. Und dass er auch einfach so ein Vorbild für mich ist, das stärkt mich auch sehr. Und das auch so ein bisschen Ziel ist, dass ich auch vielleicht irgendwann besser sein werde als er. Das ist auf jeden Fall eine Motivation, würde ich sagen. Und ja, er ist einfach in so vielen Dingen ein Vorbild, noch nicht mal nur im Volleyballerischen her, auch so wie er als Mensch ist. Und ja, das ist auf jeden Fall mein Papa.
Das ist eine schöne Antwort, wird ihn bestimmt berühren. Bin ich mir sicher. Letztes Jahr warst du mit deiner Mannschaft in Istanbul und hattest die Möglichkeit, Spielern wie Egonu und Gabi zuzusehen. Wie fandest du die Zeit dort und wie war die Erfahrung?
Ja, also wir waren auch bei einem Spiel von denen und haben auch ab und zu vom Training ein bisschen zugeschaut und natürlich haben wir da die Topstars gesehen. Ich fand vor allem nochmal Gabi live zu sehen, war nochmal was ganz anderes als auf Videos oder was man im Internet so guckt oder bei Spielen. Live das nochmal zu sehen, ist nochmal was ganz anderes. Und ja, es war auf jeden Fall eine super Erfahrung, auch mit dem Team dahin zu gehen, die Stadt zu erkunden und die Spieler zu sehen und nochmal auch als Team zu wachsen. Und ich glaube, in der kurzen Zeit ist auch jeder so ein Stück vorangekommen, so allein was er gesehen hat dort.
Cool, also du hast ja jetzt Istanbul schon gesehen und jetzt hast du auch Izmir gesehen. Welche Stadt würdest du bevorzugen?
Ich glaube, zum Urlaub machen mehr Izmir, aber so allgemein finde ich, glaube ich, Istanbul schöner.
Ja, vielleicht führt dein Weg dich ja irgendwann dahin.
Okay, super. Dankeschön.